Yes. Rage.
I am stewing.
Anger. Let's do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm just a head. Sorry. I'm video.
I don't even have like a witty start to the show. I can't even remember what I said last week for that show.
I know that was
Um,
something special. So
it really was. It really, really was.
there we go. Now I'm not just a fucking head.
uh, excellent. There's a new My Hero Academia today. Thank God. I was losing my mind without it.
Of course you are.
Oh shit!
I watched
Hitting that.
episode 2 of season 5 of Rick and Morty.
That was a great
That
episode.
was like I had several laugh out loud moments with that one. That one was fucking hysterical. That's one of their better. That's one of the best episodes they've had in a while.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Because
Um,
it was funny because I watched it right after I watched somebody doing an analysis that was literally titled Rick and Morty's Not Complex.
yeah,
And it's not. Like
no,
it's just let's get that out there. It's not complex. It's a very straightforward show. The characters are not complex. The amount of times they've just said fuck it to whatever canon they've potentially established
yeah,
was, takes away from that. Like the guy argued that there's essentially at this point two episodes that establish any amount of actual solidified canon, and it's the episode where Beth clones herself and leaves,
yeah,
and the episode where the clone comes back.
yeah. That's yeah,
And
pretty
he
much
was
it.
like, there's a very good and strong possibility that we'll never see the clone again.
Yeah,
So to go into to episode 2 and watch it, and like with that I was like, oh, we're never going to see the clone, we're never going to see the clone. And then like they were with the clone the whole time. That was perfect. That was
yeah,
perfect.
yeah. It was it was a great episode just because it just everything around it was just fantastic. I mean,
The
just
way it
just
presented itself was really good. And
like
the way they present the mystery of like what the fuck is going on, and then the last half
yeah,
of it is just them dealing with it in various
yes.
ways, and there's never any like, oh well, how are we gonna
That and there's really no clarification on anything. Like we at
yeah.
this I would love to I would love for them to take a picture of the storyboard that they had with this thing
Did you
because
watch the very end of the episode? You have on your
I did
they have a
watch
little
I did watch the very end, but I want to see the just absolute it's always sunny approach that they probably did to it with just like here's where we are and here's what's going on.
I mean, it's probably very similar to what Rick had on his whiteboard. God damn it. I'm an idiot.
Probably, but it's just I loved that they just kind of let that their writer go with it. They were like,
Yeah, that was really
"Go
funny.
with it, man. By
I
all
love
means, have
I
at it."
love Dan Harmon's phrasing of it. It's like if some young fucker wants to come into my kitchen and cook, go ahead.
Yeah, that was funny.
I'm mad. God damn it.
Oh
I
man.
left my wet palette open, so now all the paint on it is dry because it was sitting next to a fan all night.
Uh-oh. You did it this time. Wait, so how many are you at now with completions and
I had 32 and a half. What's TikTok say?
32 and a half? Nice.
Uh,
Oh yes, and
I've
I saw the TikTok with you opening the Dominion box. That was great.
yeah, I had 32 and a half. I am up to 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38 and a half.
Nice.
And more on the way. Because I'm sure you've seen the ones where I've just like, I have all of this just random detritus to paint.
Yes.
I'm about halfway through. I'm halfway through the non-metallic phase, so getting all the non-metallic colors onto it.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna work on a mimic today. That's what we're starting with. Doing a mimic.
Excellent.
That's completely. Yep, it's not happening.
Who doesn't love mimics? I mean,
I'm gonna be giving my D&D party a pet baby mimic.
nice.
So like they're gonna find a jewelry box with stuff in it, and they're gonna try and open it, and it's gonna go.
Oh, that's funny. Um. Oh yeah,
Rage.
rage.
Fucking.
We're t- rage, fucking rage, man. All right, so what are we raging about?
So there is an organization in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, Cranberry State,
Fucking.
or beans. What are they known for?
Well, they're about
To be honest,
they're about to be known for torture.
Massachusetts. What's going on in Massachusetts? Oh, growing extremist threat. Oh, fun. Things to do in Massachusetts. That's cool.
Well, okay, you can add to that list. Get electroshock therapy.
Outstanding. It's something that's on my to-do list. But I have a car battery and jumper cables, so I think I'm good.
So there's a facility that caters to like taking care of and I don't want to say rehabilitating, but providing care, socializing autistic kids.
Fuck me, dude. Okay. Yeah, I just saw this headline and I know where this is going, and this is yikes.
And they were utilizing a practice that was, in a word, barbaric.
Yeah, especially for this time and age.
Right. Like the fact that it was even still a thing that the FDA had to go like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
But for them to get that ruling and then to fight it to the point of like, not even like, oh, this is actually really helpful, blah 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 blah. No. It was none of that. It was, this is government overreach.
Yeah.
That was their reasoning for it. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh man.
Like there has been footage of the treatment in process.
Yeah.
It is disturbing because they're using a device that's like excessive multiples more powerful than a police taser.
Also,
that's good.
Fatal amperage.
Yes, with a fatal amperage.
Excellent. All good things that you want for kids, mind you. This is for children.
Children with developmental disorders, mind you.
Oh,
like that's the big one. Children with developmental disorders.
This is like literally one of those situations where, just on looking at this, they don't want to actually help kids.
No, why would they?
But they definitely want whatever subsidies are coming their way for saying that they help kids. I mean, it's like when people just adopt kids for the money.
Yep.
And don't actually feed them or clothe them or
people who abuse the foster care system.
Yes. Well, this is definitely rage.
Yeah, like the fact that not only did they do that, they took it. Not only did they take it to a federal circuit court.
Yeah.
Preaching, government overreach, but not just one judge, 2 judges, because the circuit court is 3. 2 judges decided that they should be able to continue electrocuting children on a regular basis.
Nice.
Not electrocuting children, but providing electroshock therapy.
Yeah. Which is great because this says right here.
Therapy, and it's not necessarily what we think of when we think of electroshock.
Yeah, it's.
This says right here. I haven't seen the video. I probably won't watch it because it'll just make me angrier. But a video of a student being shocked after refusing to take off his coat.
Yep.
So
They're doing it like they were doing it in response to self-harm behavior.
yes, and I don't think taking off or keeping a coat on would be considered anything bad. Or if you were just to work with children. It sounds like the in Deadpool 2, the that school for the mutants where they shock them and all that shit. It almost seems like somebody needs to go in there and possibly I'm not saying two vigilantes should go in there and save the children, but
they should utilize maximum effort.
Maximum effort, yes, to help these children, and I'm assuming killing pedophiles at the same time in nursing shoes. So whether I'm not saying anything, I'm not saying we should advocate doing what the movies have taught us. That would be bad, but
something needs to happen.
Yeah, something needs to happen, and the fact that two judges, well, I mean, our judicial system in this country is a fucking joke, anyways.
Well,
but
yeah, and they're federal circuit court judges, so they were president appointed judges, and guess who appointed them? Probably.
Yeah. So, oof, that's just massive. We really need to get our political show going at some point, so we can actually dive. Well, that's
okay.
mostly
It's slightly more like still stupid bullshit, but with a little more levity.
Yeah.
There's an update on the whole TSR thing.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, they have abandoned trying to reclaim the TSR brand.
Yeah.
So it's the same organization. They have abandoned trying to reclaim the TSR brand, but they have rebranded themselves as, I think, Wonderfell Games.
Wonderfell Games.
It's the same people. They're trying to release the same game, and a different one went on a different show. I sent you a TikTok about this last night. A different one went on a different show and was talking about it as like, orcs are supposed to be evil, not whatever Wizards has done with them.
Oh, yikes.
Right? Like, address the fact that, a lot of orcish behavior and iconography and physical description is incredibly racist.
Yeah.
But to then go on and say that they need to continue being evil, what the fuck, man?
Oh, man. They're having a rough time. Apparently. They really need to hire somebody for PR for that.
That's the thing is they apparently tried to, but he's not doing anything. And like TSR _games on Twitter doesn't exist anymore. They deleted that entire account.
I mean, wouldn't you though? After all that backlash, I'm pretty sure I would just bow out too at that point. It's like, oh fuck. I mean, either that or they're just nobody wants to touch it because of just how much of a nightmare they are.
Well, and it's just like that's the thing is there's the TSR games that existed before Ernie Gary Gygax Jr. came back on the scene.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my god! Wow, that's ridiculous.
They're doing the whole like, it needs to go back to what it was. Fuck you.
What's wrong with progression? I mean. I feel like if it went back to the way it was, wouldn't it just be like a giant negative for the entirety of the community?
It would, because a lot of people have found comfort and solace and like, hey, here's this thing where I can go be whatever the fuck I want.
Right. Yeah.
If I want to be a fucking pansexual, non-binary, actual fairy, I can.
Yeah. Actual, yeah.
Because hey,
or a bird person.
They added fairies as a playable race, or
nice.
You could be fucking bird person from like you can actually be bird person from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I remember Daniel's character. It just was a giant ripped bird person. It was fantastic. That's probably the best thing we've ever printed was that character.
Oh yeah, his Aarakocra cleric.
Yes.
I do
Just
miss that
fantastic.
campaign. That was one of my favorite campaigns to run. That's why I'm kind of paying homage to it with my current game.
Nice. Fuck, I am so distracted by Tomb Raider in the background. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know which Tomb Raider?
I believe it's Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Nope.
No?
Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Shit. Is it Rise? Okay. I couldn't get to my friends list on Steam fast enough to check that out.
Oh,
So
you fucking cheater.
I would, yeah.
I was like,
I mean, to be fair, when it's all snowy, they all look the same. So
Well, yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You been watching GDQ at all?
I have not. I don't know. GDQ, I feel like the last couple were so missed for me that I just kind of tuned out on them completely.
Yeah, it's definitely different with the online vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I mean, I think that's really what did it was the fact that um it being online, you just things are better with crowds. They're,
It is. It,
and
it it really is, but it's still fun to see some of the runs that are being done right now. Like a dude
yeah,
did
yeah.
Battletoads,
Nice.
and he did the tunnel run blindfolded.
That 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 is there are no words
Yeah.
to really give that any kind of that's impressive.
Yeah,
That's what that
he
is.
did the tunnel run blindfolded, and he made it to the very last checkpoint before he died.
Jeez.
Like he made it to the very
That's
last
insane.
checkpoint in one go, and then he died, and then he still was at no point was he ever like in doing that was he ever in danger of running out of lives
That's crazy.
because
That
he
is
managed
absolutely
to
crazy.
because in the shaft part there's a
Yeah.
bit where you like all the birds coming at you. You can
Yeah,
farm for
yeah.
lives with that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because if you hit things like 10 times, it's like I think it's 6 or 7 times. If you hit one thing 6 or 7 times, you can get a 1-up.
Nice.
So he was able to farm for lives doing that.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
And then, like, fucking. There's a Paper Mario any percent run.
Okay. Yeah. God, how quick was that? Like 2 minutes?
Well, it was closer to, like. Well, I've got it. 1 second. It was 26 minutes, 12 seconds.
So crazy how quick some of these games are running now.
But that's not even the crazy part. The first half of the run is played in Ocarina of Time.
Say what?
So
Ha-
the way it works, and this is a very basic, probably wrong understanding
Excellent.
of it.
Yeah,
Explanation
right.
of it. But the way I understand it works is you boot up Ocarina of Time,
Okay.
you go into it, and you run Ocarina of Time up to a point, and you do you do a few runs to like get to a certain point. So you have to know the very beginning of the Ocarina of Time run.
Okay. Which I mean, most speedrunners,
It's a
they probably
it's a fairly straightforward run, so it's not terrible.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
So you do that, and then there's a series of inputs you have to do in a specific place. Like there's a specific series of inputs you have to do in a specific location in the Kokiri village.
Okay.
That it happens, and you literally crash the game. And it pulls up a debug menu, and then they like when the debug menu comes up, there's certain things they can look for to know whether or not they pull off the trick. Then they stop and swap.
Okay.
They pull out the Ocarina of Time cartridge. They put in the Paper Mario cartridge and reset the console. And what happened was there's a series of code that gets saved onto the expansion pack.
Okay.
But because
Okay.
neither Ocarina of Time or Paper Mario utilizes the expansion pack, that code just stays there.
Okay. That's interesting.
And then there's things they can do that um there are things they can do, like there's a few setups in Paper Mario that they can do that just that eventually gets you a credit sword.
Interesting. That's so weird. I want to know who the fuck found that. Like,
Right?
what were you doing?
Well,
Like, what were you doing?
I think there's in the Banjo Kazooie any percent run, there's a pop and swap like that. So
Interesting. Yeah, that's so
I
weird.
think they were doing that sort of thing,
Hmm.
um, just to, uh, just to check and see what it worked on.
That's so crazy that people find that stuff. It's still I I mean we've said before speedrunners are a different breed of animal altogether
Oh
when
yeah,
it comes to the
oh
stuff
yeah,
like that. But yeah,
because yeah,
that's pretty crazy.
the Battletoads run was like 35 minutes.
That's nutty. That's absolutely ridiculous.
It's just it's stuff like that, and I enjoy it. I think it's fun.
Yeah, well, I
Everybody's out
heard
there
a
having
lot of
fun.
the races were really close too. Like the Mega Man X race was like
Oh,
super
that
close this
was
time around.
super cool because
Which
it was a four-way race, and
yeah, they usually do four ways.
everybody was within a couple seconds of each other the entire time.
Yeah, which is
There was one
that's
point
pretty
where a
awesome.
dude went off route,
Yeah,
but other than that, everybody was within a couple seconds of each other the whole time.
it's pretty awesome. Yeah, that race I feel like always gets super close year after year. What are they at right now?
There's
Well, they've
also
already raised 1.6 million. Nice.
yeah, there was also a Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland um, Meta Nightmare run
Hmm.
race. That was really cool. So it's
Nice.
like it's basically um,
So
Kirby's Nightmare
distracting.
in Dreamland for the Game Boy Advance,
Yeah,
but it's the entire game played as Meta Knight, and you can't save.
nice. That's
So if
badass.
you die, you have to. If you die, your run's dead. You have to start over.
Yeah.
There was also
Uh,
apparently there's a for Super Mario Odyssey. There's a run with just a that utilizes a essentially built-in randomizer.
okay.
So it's called a Talkatoo%. So there's
Talk to
a
2%.
little creature in the game in every level that
Hmm.
it gives you clues to where the power moons are.
Okay.
And you can basically the way the run works is you go talk to the Talkatoo, it tells you where a moon is, and you can only go get that moon.
Interesting. Okay.
And there are a few story moons that are like just there that you can get. Like it'll never like that will he'll never give you hints for those, but because it's
Yeah.
for story progression, you can just grab them.
It's pretty cool. Damn it. This makes me want to play. This makes me want to play games. That's all it does. Let's see here. Let's do.
I put in
Um,
another few hours into Death Stranding, I think.
yeah.
I still had no idea what's going on.
That just means it's a good game. That's what that
It's
means.
very much like, and it's not that I don't know what the plot of the game is. Like I don't. It's not that I don't know what the intended way to run the game is. I do. Like I
Yeah.
know what the goal, like what the story is, and what they're like the end goal of the game, which is fine.
Right.
Like it's actually pretty neat because it's not super spoilery. Like the whole plot of the game is you are kind of essentially Sam Porter is somehow, and nobody really knows
Mm-hmm.
how, is somehow the missing link between the beach, which is where which is where everything from the Death Stranding comes from, all the weird black goop
Yeah.
shit you see, that's
Yeah.
from what's called the beach.
Interesting.
And then
And he's from the beach,
no,
right?
he's
No, he's not.
he's some weird connection between reality and the beach.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And he has a disease or some sort of syndrome called Dooms. I have no idea what it means.
Huh.
He's also a
Is it based on a real disease, or is it just
no,
like
no. It's complete. It's an in-game thing. It's
Okay.
completely fictional, but it's but yeah, we don't know. But it's the way it works is we don't know. Like, even people in the game don't know why anything is happening the way it is because everything has become disconnected because
Yeah.
of the beach, because of the Death Stranding. Like, the Death Stranding
Yeah.
was an event that happened.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then-
I know you're basically trying to create the highways to reconnect
you're reconnecting
cities and
you're
stuff.
reconnecting the United States. That's the
Yeah.
goal of the game. Is you're going from city to city, reconnecting and creating the chiral network.
Yeah.
To put everything back together, and you're starting on the East Coast and you're working your way to the West Coast.
Okay. That's pretty cool. I need to play that game. Like,
Yes.
I actually need to start it.
And again, it's the best damn walking sim I've ever played.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
It's
that's
the
the
best damn
thing
walking
is,
sim there ever is because you actually
is
have to like, oh, you're kind of unbalanced. You got to fix it. Like you have to
Yeah.
actually like pay attention to where you're walking, the steps you're taking, the places
Yeah.
you're going, the path you're taking.
yeah, yeah. It's not like a traditional at all. Just nice. Kojima just does crazy shit, and I love it. That's all I need from him. If he could somehow get the Metal Gear franchise back, I would be so happy. But
Yeah,
I know it'll never
it's
happen
never gonna happen. We're never gonna see another Metal Gear game.
unless Sony like just ponies up and buys it off of Konami, which
Fucking
I don't
hope
know.
they do.
Instead
feel
we
like-
get Plinko machines with fucking Metal Gear.
There is a Metal Gear 3, Metal Gear Solid 3 speedrun at SGDQ
Yeah.
this year. I haven't watched it yet, but I know it's there. It's in my queue. So
I might watch it. I don't know. Dude, talking about games, like I think we're both in agreement on this one. And actually other people that I've talked with about this are in agreement. What the fuck, Nintendo? Like why what the Switch, their OLED, their Switch. I don't even want to call it a Switch Pro because it's not a Switch Pro. It's just
not a Switch Pro. It's
it's a Switch with
it's a Switch with an OLED screen. That's it.
And a bigger kickstand and an Ethernet port on the dock now.
Yeah.
Cool. So
they did a few external hardware updates, but
all the internals are the same.
All the internals are exact. Like even storage is the exact same.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just disappointed. I guess I was thinking they were actually going to release something a little beefier, but
I'm honestly not surprised that it went the way it did. I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah. No, it's definitely disappointing.
I think it's neat. I think it's cool that they're finally, getting OLED screens, and honestly, I think it's partially because of the nature of just the market right now and the fact that nothing's fucking available.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just kind of bummed. I wanted something faster because for me, there's no point in getting it because I would never play it undocked. I would just leave it docked because That's me. I just whatever. And if I undock it, it would be rare. And yeah, so it's just
I leave mine docked 90% of the time. I undock it like when I travel. I'll take it to me. I'll take it with me when I go to when I go visit Juliana's parents. When I
yeah,
go, I took it on the train when I went to go visit my cousin in San Francisco. All that good stuff.
yeah.
But otherwise,
Oh,
it
it's
sits
just
in its
funny.
dock, largely unused.
Yeah. Well, maybe hopefully when that comes out, I can just get like a normal Switch for cheaper. So
I hope they at least do that. I hope they at least lower the price of the current hardware.
who knows? I
They
don't know.
should.
They'll just up the price on everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least GPUs are coming down since China cracked down on Bitcoin. So
Yeah, that
there's
is
a lot of
helpful.
secondhand GPUs coming to market for pretty cheap.
That is good. That is helpful.
Yeah, can't remember where I saw a thing about that. But,
It's gonna be a thing for a while.
oh, here we go. Yeah, the GeForce 3060 selling for 270 US dollars in secondhand markets in China. So that's good.
Yeah, get hardware back into the hands of gamers.
Or just, people that won't exploit them for profit. And I put that in air quotes since it's not profitable to try to mine Bitcoin. It's
It's really
too,
not anymore. It hasn't been for a while.
yeah, for years. I mean, that's why they had specific specialized miners for it.
Well, and that's why a lot of people have been going the Ethereum route. But
Yeah,
Ethereum's going proof of stake, so
yeah, yeah.
Bitcoin was the last proof of work coin, and that's everybody's
Yeah,
losing faith in that. So its viability is lower.
yeah. Which I'm okay with it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm okay with a lot of these fall offs. It's fine. It was way too pumped up, anyways.
Fucking Elon Musk.
I mean, between him and I'm sure hedge funds that were trying to cover their short losses and everything else.
Is today the day we're waiting for Jeff Bezos' spaceship to explode?
Oh, is that today? Hold on, Jeff
I want to
Bezos
say.
penis rocket.
I want to say.
Uh,
I want to say it was today that they were doing the launch.
he's over. Nope. Should we tell his
Well,
rocket
no,
looks like a dick?
we haven't heard anything about Richard Branson, and he was doing his first.
Yeah, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. I just kind of want all their rockets to hit each other and explode. That's really it.
Yeah.
Um.
I like the
Oh,
idea of what they're doing. I hate the reason.
oh. Branson is tomorrow,
Okay.
the 11th, and Bezos is the 20th.
Okay.
We can only hope that they somehow miscalculated and start flying towards the sun. So
I just hope there's like one disgruntled employee.
all of them, I'm sure. I don't know.
I mean, the same could be said about SpaceX, but I just hope there's like one disgruntled employee who has the power to just be like, let's put this motherfucker in the sun.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to matter much for Amazon since Bezos like officially finished stepping down. Which
Well, that's the thing. He stepped down as CEO. He still has ownership.
yeah, he's still on the board. Yeah, he still has ownership, and I'm sure he's got a spot on the board.
Yeah.
But I think they did that specifically because they're assuming that if anything fucking terrible happens, that their stock price won't plummet.
Yeah.
Which is whatever. I mean,
and it's not that their stock price won't plummet. It just won't as much now that it's not the CEO.
yeah, yeah. And as far as Branson's concerned, I don't fucking know. Nor do I care.
I don't. Yeah.
He's just a twat. So
Virgin isn't as pervasive as Amazon in my eyes.
Yeah.
And it could just be that I'm not paying enough attention, but oh yeah, fucking so for SGDQ there's like, prizes you can get for donating certain
Oh yeah. Every year.
well, last night, and it was at a super weird time slot for a very specific reason.
Yeah.
One of the
Did you?
$25 prizes was a PlayStation 5.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Did you win it?
I donated for it.
Yeah.
I donated because it was $25. Of course I'm going to donate $25 a potential
Oh, yeah.
PlayStation 5. And then I put for the Demon Souls run at the end of the
Nice.
There's a Demon Souls remake bonus potential.
Nice.
That would be tonight, I think. So I put for that. But yeah, I was just browsing through what was available because Julianne and I were watching the Horizon Zero Dawn New Game Plus Ultra Hard.
Ooh, how was that one?
That dude fucking wrecked it. Sub 2 hours.
Jesus Christ.
And I mean, this is the guy who holds the record at hour 42.
Man,
for that.
That's
category.
crazy.
But he
is
did,
insane.
He did all the marathon safe stuff. So
yeah.
He did that, and I was noticing, and they're like, oh, they have a small neck plushie, and it's a tall neck, but it's a little chibi-fied plushie.
Oh god, that's adorable.
So
I would
cute.
that.
But the I'm a couple days late because I'm watching all the VODs that go up on the YouTube channel, and those are a couple days behind, so we missed that.
Yeah.
That prize window, unfortunately. But as I was looking at that, I was like, oh, there's the PlayStation 5 up for fucking $25. I'm gonna do that.
Hell yeah, I would. You should have messaged me. I would have put $25 on that.
It was it didn't open until 9:30 last night, and it closed at 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, sucks. I just want PS5, but then I have to buy a new TV. So I don't know. I don't know what I want anymore. And even then, I can still wait because there's not. I mean, what's out on PS5 right now that's exclusive, other than Demon Souls remake?
Miles Morales.
Is that it? Oh yeah, Miles Morales. Well, you can get that on PS4.
Oh, that is on
PlayStation
4.
Yeah. I mean, Forbidden West is probably going to be the big one to push that console even further.
Yeah, that's really it. There's nothing huge coming for.
Not yet.
Not really, no.
Yeah.
Not until Horizon Zero Dawn 2 releases.
Horizon Forbidden West?
Yes.
Yeah. It's not Zero Dawn anymore. It's Forbidden West. So we can have our Aloy who doesn't wear enough makeup and post-apocalyptic.
Aloy who looks like a fucking human being.
How dare they? How dare they? I wonder if that guy's Twitter is still active. I don't even remember his name, but
not.
Wasn't it Alpha something or other? Alpha Predator?
Care.
I can't remember. That guy was such an idiot.
I literally do not care. I was watching a TikToker who she was talking about how she got misaged to be a lot younger than she is.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm 41 and people are thinking I'm 31 and saying I'm out of touch for being 31, which is fucking hysterical because I'm 31.
Yeah.
But she's like, oh, if that's the case, you're probably wondering what my skincare routine is. And she's like, it's super easy. I just bathe in the tears of misogynists.
That's fun.
I just daily bathe in the tears of misogynists and homophobes. It's easy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a damn good skincare routine.
You too can have the skin. You just have to peel it off of me.
And I mean, like,
Hilarious.
I was shocked when she said she was 41. She's a good 41.
Yeah, I'm sure they're out there. God knows I have officially just stopped aging well at this point. So I think I stopped right around 28, I think, is when I started to age like shit.
Oh
So,
yeah, I'm gonna be a mess by the time I'm 40. I know
oh
that.
yeah, I'd be like, oh, you 50? Fuck you. Uh, oh, yeah. Some people are just really fortunate. That's all I know. I don't see the TV I want. It's not on sale. Okay. I need to stop looking at things because things are expensive and I don't have money to buy expensive things.
Funny how that works.
Yeah. You know, when I was single, I had so much more money. It's incredible. I
See, I'm
miss.
actually experiencing the opposite.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? I used to have like a fucking savings account and all this other cool, crazy shit.
Man, I didn't have any of that when I was single.
My credit wasn't in the shit. Well, actually, I shouldn't say in the shit. It's like I don't even have credit now. I haven't used credit in so long that they're just like, you don't have credit anymore. And it's like, that's stupid because credit's a scam. But okay, thanks for telling me. Um, yeah,
See, and
that's
I
just.
didn't have credit in the first place, and now I'm fucking sitting pretty at over 750.
Oh yeah, because what? Because you what?
Juliet. So
When you get married, you like
it
absorb
it
their. I
started
don't
it
know.
started way before that. Juliana added
Oh,
me as an authorized user on her uh
ah,
on her credit card,
yeah,
and then we've just had shared credit cards the entire time we've been together, and
nice.
we've paid down our debt, so we're
Yeah,
completely
yeah.
debt free. And then now that we have the big card, the miles card,
The big one.
like that, the I they had my information, like TransUnion had my information wrong, like my mailing info wrong
Yeah.
for one of the cards. So I was like, "Hey, that's wrong," and they're like, "Okay." So they just removed all record of that card. So my credit score took like 100-point hit.
Oh shit.
But then it finally registered that we got that miles card, and my credit score jumped 70 points.
Oh, all right. That's cool.
I went from like 660 to 730
Nice.
in a couple months. So
Uh,
I'm doing pretty okay for myself.
yeah, I think assuming I get this promotion, which by all accounts it's happening, but I'm not.
Of course it is.
Yeah, because I asked somebody, and they're like, "Oh yeah, they're redoing the organization chart over there, and they have your name penciled in." And I'm just like, "So okay, but I'm not counting chickens until I actually see paperwork."
Yeah,
Um,
because penciled in is very specifically tentative.
it is tentative, and but to my knowledge, also they haven't interviewed anybody else for this position, so it's like, and even then, people are like, "Oh yeah, they usually if they usually only interview one, like the person they know they're gonna hire over there," and I'm just like,
Well, and
still, I don't.
in general, they only interview one person. Like they only pursue one
Yeah,
person at a time for a position.
yeah. So, but I'm hopeful that it comes with a pay raise.
I would hope so with
Again,
the fucking management title.
yeah, yeah. I just don't know like how much, but if it is what I'm hoping it would be, it'd be nice because then I can basically just pay off whatever debt I still owe. It actually probably put more time and effort towards building credit and all that fun shit, and then just wait for the housing market bubble to collapse and then buy a house. So,
Which, hey, they released the new list of like hot cities to go to, and Portland ain't on it.
oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
all like Utah and the South.
Yeah, where housing is inexpensive at the moment,
There were
but
four
well,
cities in Utah, including Salt Lake City and fucking Provo.
oh God, why?
Right?
Ew. No, thank you.
Because you know it's in Provo, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh God, why?
I mean, like more of the same thing that's in the rest of Utah, but like especially Provo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Oh
like
my
that,
God,
there
that's
were several cities in Texas. There were a couple cities in Georgia. There were a couple like Raleigh, North Carolina was on the list. It's all back that way. So it's like there was the whole shift from the east to the west. Now it's going the other way.
that's crazy.
So
And
I would keep an eye on things for the next couple of years because bubbles are about to burst.
oh yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah, there's no question. First, there's no question that there's a bubble. I mean, the fact that people are paying over asking prices for houses right now is absolutely retarded
Yeah,
and ridiculous. I would never buy in this market. Um,
yeah. Like when my parents sold their house 3 years ago,
yeah,
um, they sold within 24 hours for 10 over asking. It's like
yeah, that's crazy.
that's insane.
Yeah, damn, this is a nice house.
Oh
But
yeah,
again, huh? Oh yeah, I'm looking at houses now. This is literally we were talking about it, so now I have to look at it.
I
Um,
I broke 600 followers on TikTok,
look at you.
counting.
I
Fucking,
don't think I have any
I've
followers.
got another
So
video on track to break 1,000 views for some fucking
it's
for some
because
fucking reason.
you're so hip with the kids nowadays in this
It's
generation.
the video with the fucking Dominion box. Like that's
Yeah.
it.
So
That's
there's
it.
something about boxes. People love boxes. They just don't, they want to know what's in them. They want to see you open them. This carpet is hideous.
Can you hear that?
Why?
Did you hear that?
No.
Okay.
Uh, I missed it. What?
Sorry, somebody just started bumping mariachi music.
Olay. Knowing where you live, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
So,
it's not wholly surprising.
holy fuck, this deck. What the hell, man? That would not pass inspection, dude.
So if you can find
Brew
this
Doctor?
Brew Doctor, specifically the mango habanero,
I'm not a kombucha person though.
bro,
I've never I've never been a kombucha person.
fine,
It's just not my jam.
fine.
There's realistically what it is there's bad memories linked to a relationship with somebody who drank a shitload of kombucha. So I just don't want to relive that nightmare
I
in my own
suppose that's
head.
okay.
All right, that's good. Oh, I remember this house has been on the market for a while.
That's a good
Why?
sign.
What's or a terrible sign?
Now also,
Uh, interesting. What is why? Okay, it got auctioned off last year. Hmm. Yeah, now I'm looking at houses. Why am I doing this? I don't even know why I'm doing this, to be honest. A dream. It's a dream. That's what it is.
you're keeping an eye on the market.
I just, it's one thing to rent, but it's just
Yeah.
nothing you do
Oh yeah. Like renting is one
feels,
thing, but being able to actually buy a home.
yeah, that's way better. What the fuck is this? It's like a fancy, no. Yeah, I need to get my credit score back up there, I guess, so I can own a lavish piece of property.
Not even lavish, just a piece of property.
As long as it has fiber, that's all I care about.
Priorities.
That's that. Hey, when I was looking before, dude, all I was making sure was like, okay, does it have fiber out there? Great, perfect, we can live there. If it doesn't, then we can't live there. It's that simple. You know. Do you enjoy the lavish movies and TV shows and shit?
I do.
All right, then we need fiber. That's the stipulation. Wow,
You
that
are my preferred content aggregator.
Content aggregator. I like it.
Because I have a couple
And
other friends that do it, but like I've had, one of them has regularly reached out to me and be like, "Hey, I'm reaching my data cap. Don't watch anything for the next couple weeks."
those poor fools. Poor, poor fools. Huh. This is just like a house episode. I need to
Oh,
stop looking at
this is a
houses.
lot of things episode.
It is. I mean, you're painting. I'm looking at houses now for some reason because we talked about it briefly. That also is not. That, I hate the fixtures. I hate the light fixtures in this home. I hate the carpet. I hate's a strong word. I really dislike the carpet. Oh, it's got a drop ceiling in the kitchen. Alrighty. Next.
Fuck that.
Yeah. And I'm sorry. I would. So, for some reason, like Shasta's not super picky when she sees things, Because in her mind, she's like, oh, a project. In my mind, I'm like, oh, a project that she'll start and never finish. So I want to find something that's pretty much moving ready. So there's no project, so I can just like be comfortable and happy and not have to think about it.
I hear that one.
Yes. Because projects are awful and I do not want a project. I also want a house with fucking 2-car garage. And why people are converting their garages to a living space is beyond me. The fuck is wrong with you people? Garages are for cars and things, man.
Yeah,
Fuck.
there's a lot of that going on.
I don't know why either. To me it doesn't make sense because especially Pacific Northwest, weather we know it's wet, it's rainy, but we get occasional snow. Why would you not want to be able to put your car in a nice, dry, somewhat warm area that you could just not have to worry about it? This house gets work on the inside. That's very dated all around. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Maybe I think we should go with the one story. I'm just gonna say that right now.
What do you need 2 stories for?
Exactly.
It's not like you're having kids.
No, and I'm just tired of stairs. There are a lot of 2 stories up here, though. It's like almost unavoidable for some reason. This one's not bad. The yard needs some love, but it's not terrible. And even then, it's not a bad backyard. Except that plant growing up the deck that is, I don't know. I think that one house I was looking at sold. It was a great house, man. All right. What else is going on? I can't even think of anything.
It's been quiet.
It has been quiet. I mean, and there's not much on the tech front. There's not much, Nintendo, whoop-de fucking do. Um,
Yeah, Nintendo did something.
yeah, they made news for just doing mediocre things.
I mean, there was like the whole Audacity thing, but that was like that's more of a story about the way the news cycle works than about the actual like issue that came up.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh, Audacity's spyware now, and it's like, well, like,
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
that was well, like technically, but that was an issue that came up 2 months ago and has already been addressed.
Yeah, which is that's just the news being the news and being late to everything. Because why not? But yeah, that was kind of funny. I don't know. It's like this is a problem. It's not though. It's really not.
Well, it's like it
It's-
was kind
yeah,
of
it
a
was a problem, but it was a problem that was dealt with pretty quickly. And you know, is it really a problem at that point? Who's to say? Oh, wow, it's a tiny house. And it has pink walls. That's a no from me. I do not want to paint. I hate painting so much. And I should specify I hate painting houses. Like walls and shit. Not like if it was something like a mini, that's one thing. But like walls. Just walls, ceilings, and shit like that. No
Flat.
fucking thank you.
Flat surfaces.
It's just so awful. I think it's because I had to paint so much as a kid. Like for some reason we were always fucking painting walls.
Gross.
It's like, why?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Awful. Let's see here. Venture into. Yeah, it's not terrible. Ah. Okay, I need to stop looking at houses. I'm creating dreams in my head that I can't fulfill right away. Damn you, houses. Instead, I'm going to check on my 401k now, because this is where my mind goes to. What's my password? Sure, I think that's it. Congratulations on saving money. All right. Okay, it's a positive trend. That's all I care about.
Money numbers go up. That's what we want to see.
Money numbers go up, which means I can retire hopefully comfortably in the next 40 years, probably. Assuming I don't win the lottery or Spotify doesn't buy this show, which at this rate, I don't know if they will. I don't know if we're the. I mean, I guess I could start mimicking the great podcasters, and you could just like hit me with some kind of crazy mind-blowing fact like peanuts grow in the ground and not on trees.
Bro, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? Jamie, pull this up.
pull this
Google
up,
that.
Jamie.
Google that, Jamie.
Google that shit. I guess that makes sense though, man. You know, because like squirrels are like little chimpanzees. You know?
Squirrels would fuck up a peanut tree.
They would fuck up a peanut tree. Are there nuts that grow on trees though?
Squirrels are basically tiny chimpanzees.
And I'm curious if he did ask that question. It's like, are there any nuts that grow on trees? Jamie, look that shit up, man. Walnuts, god damn it, I love walnuts. They grow on trees. Fuck. Oh man. Fuck.
You gotta get the heavy. You gotta get the heavy breath.
Huge place, huge. Fucking just like, you know, just something, just like, you ever go to the club, play some NBA? Maybe snort a lemon, strip his ass.
Oh fuck! Come on. There's a thing.
God damn. I still don't get it, and I don't know. I mean, Joe Rogan as a comedian wasn't bad. I liked Joe Rogan the comedian.
And like that was the thing. Joe Rogan as a comedian was okay.
But Joe Rogan the podcaster, it just
it's bad.
I don't understand it. And maybe it's because I don't fit into his demographic, which is fine. It's fine. I don't fit into his demographic. He's got 70 million other Americans in the that listen to him religiously. And you know what? Good on him. I think it's hilarious that he made the money and he's selling out. That's fine. I have no fucking problems with that because I've said on the show, you give me $100 million, I will sell out for whatever fucking thing I need to do. Like, you give me $100 million, I will simp like a motherfucker. It does not fucking matter. But damn. Somebody give me $100 million. That's all I'm saying. Spotify, give me $100 million. Give us $100 million. We will build the future of your platform somehow, some way. Somehow, some way. Actually, I don't know. Wait, does Spotify own any like exclusive Gaming podcasts or any crazy shit like that?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know either. I assumed you would know since you take care of everything for the show and I just show up. Like podcasting is your life now or something. It's the only thing you focus on. This is your life now, man. Podcasting is your life. And then, okay, we got what? One more show before you leave for Georgia. All right. What was I gonna say? Something along the lines of Spotify, please buy us for $100 million, so I could buy a house. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be
Fuck,
awesome.
there was a meme that was just a total slam on Joe Rogan that I posted. I can't remember when I posted it. One sec.
That's good. That's good.
This gives us the riveting content.
This is the riveting content. Let's see. Oh man, I watched the new movie, The Tomorrow War, with Chris Pratt. It wasn't terrible. It was very predictable, but it's good action. And the alien create like animate like the aliens they created for that movie were actually pretty cool. I like that. Uh, Probably gonna watch Black Widow after we're done recording. And yeah, that's my day in a nutshell, I think. Where is this food? I asked her to bring that food up, and it's still not here. I'm gonna have to fire the woman. I'm gonna have to trade her in for a new model. This is ridiculous.
Sounds like a personal problem.
I am a king, and I am not being served food. I'm also kind of thirsty, but now I'm really awake because I drank a Nos. There's another sponsor. Nos, you want to sponsor us? I drink your shit. Let's do this. It's delicious. It makes me feel good. Except when I drink like 3 of them, and then I think I'm going to die. So, but hey, that might have been my problem.
Fucking
Because,
Broken Toad, hook me up.
yeah, there you go.
Paintbrushes.
G Fuel. We'll drink G Fuel. I still need to buy some G Fuel, but that's a whole other.
Liquid Text, do it.
Who else wants to sponsor us?
Your inks.
Uh,
Yeah, we haven't done a bullshit sponsor in a minute.
we really haven't.
Send me a line of ink.
Let's see.
All of it.
Advil. I get headaches. I take 2 of these. It's good.
Fuck it. Games Workshop, hit me up.
Games Workshop. Citizen, I own watches from you. Please give me more watches.
This is so heavy.
Corsair. Yeah, I have a shiny keyboard that does things. Look at that. Does things. Give me more Corsair products. It's like a water cool.
Games Workshop, hit me up.
Yeah,
I got
Games
old
Workshop.
shit too.
Oh, what else? Bayer Dynamic. I posted on your Twitter. Well, I posted to your Twitter. I added you at your Twitter. I don't know how Twitter works. Either way, you responded. Give me more headphones.
They responded?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
I don't pay attention to Twitter.
I thought I told you on the show, didn't I? Maybe I didn't.
If it was last week, no.
No, it was a while ago.
Oh.
I tweeted at him because I was cleaning the desk, and I had where is it?
If you just go to your tweets, you have like 5.
You hush, sir. I have
6.
I don't know. I have tweets. Didn't you see my one on the Olympics? That was fantastic. That made me laugh. I was the only one.
I haven't looked at Twitter in weeks.
All right. I said, why do we care about the Olympics? Isn't it just exploitation of children who got sucked into doing shit they hate so their parents can feel fulfilled because coach didn't put them in during the big game? Yes.
Oof.
I think the Olympics are fucking stupid. I'm sorry. What's the point anymore? Please give me a fucking reason that we have the Olympics. It's stupid.
There's not really a good reason for it anymore.
There hasn't been for a long time. Yeah, no, I tweeted at Bayer Dynamic.
Especially now
I
that
had
we
both
have fucking athletes getting banned from participating for smoking weed.
Yeah, stupid. Performance enhancing. I tweeted at Bayer Dynamic because I had both of my DT 990s and 770s. I had both the boxes there. It was in a picture. And I said, I don't have a problem. I just like to experience some of my audios differently. And then I said, Bayer Dynamics selling me Gateway headphones, and now I can't stop looking at those DT 1990s, which are like fucking $500, but they're really nice. And then they responded to it, and were like, the 1990 Pros are also simply stunning. And they were like, great collection. I was like, yeah, fuck you. That's a great collection. Love that. I still love these headphones, but
Hey, you got good shit. Fucking run with it.
yeah. Wait, yeah, I this tweet with Doge when Dogecoin started plummeting. It was like people surprised they lost money going all in on a meme coin. Probably lost money on an MLM at some point in their life. Ah, accurate. Dumb shits. You deserve all the losses for going in on a meme coin. That is all. And it's funny because I'm not even upset that I didn't go into it because, first of all, I don't know, I'm just done with crypto.
If you had
But
if you had timed it well, it would have been fine. But then there are people who are like, to the moon! You fucking
yeah.
morons.
Dude, they had like what? Somebody did the math. It'd have to pump like $1 billion every month just to keep going up and up and up. It's not going to pump $1 billion a month. It never was going to. You guys are all dumb. I hate people so much. Oh, you want to hear a funny story? Last weekend, I mentioned I had family visiting from out of state, and very right wing, not super crazy right wing, but definitely like right wing Christian conservative.
Like
your
right
standard.
wing enough to have just a few bad takes.
Yeah. Yes. But I happen and religious on top of it, so it's the right wing religious, and I happen to I can't remember how the discussion kind of went that way, but it was like to the planet, and I was like, yeah, I was like, we really just need to get rid of half of the world's population. It was very much like it was one of those moments where it was like everything stopped, and it was like, well, you can't do that. It's like, well, yeah, you can. You just kill half the world's population. And then I started going into it with like, I mean, you would have to do it fair, so it would have to be like a random lottery. Obviously you can't just pick and choose, but there would have to be a lottery of sorts. And it very much went to the tone of, well, that's murder. You can't just kill people. And I was like, well, I mean, I probably wouldn't be the one doing it, but this is my idea. And it's like, well, that's like mass genocide. It's like, yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, and that's that's the thing is mass genocide is specifically targeted.
It is technically targeted, and
what you're talking about is a random lottery.
Nobody's being lottery. Nobody's being singled out. And they're like, well, you can't just do that. Like, God chooses who lives and who dies. And I was like, well, not if I'm involved, because it's a random fucking lottery. What do you want? And it was very much like, this is what is that? I can't remember.
Well, if you get picked in the lottery, that's God's choice.
I mean, yeah, it's like I would probably get picked too, but it's like, okay, that's fine. It's a fucking lottery. What do you want me to do about it? And I'm sure there'd be some resistance, and those who would want to not be, I don't know. I'm just saying, we got to cut the population. And you can't tell me at some point we're not going to have massive population control on a global scale, because I'm sure that's coming.
I mean, like a global
at some
pandemic
point
that we just had that killed several million people.
Yeah, but like, I want something that kills more. That's why I was really hoping it would mutate and like start.
It did mutate.
Just really. Well, I mean, like to the harsher degree of like dropping bodies in a few days, not like,
fair.
Well, mostly I wanted it to be mostly like, oh shit, I got it, and I know this is the end. That's what I wanted it to mutate into. But that didn't happen. So I don't get my dreams of mass global kill off. We didn't hit some extinction level event.
Yeah.
Because fucking the world, I guess. I don't know. But, half the population can go. That's totally fine. The planet can't sustain 8 billion people. It couldn't sustain 7. It couldn't really sustain 6. And I, for one, would gladly I think I would be happy if I was chosen for the lottery. So
One less thing to worry about.
exactly. I've been trying to take myself out for years with very little success. So if a lottery is the thing that does it, that's just hilarious. I never played the lottery. But yeah, no, because at this point, while a quarter would also be sustainable, it just needs to be halved. We need to be halved. And obviously we're not shooting rockets at Mars, so what would we hope to really accomplish on Mars
And
other
it's like,
than
it's then like here's the thing: is like, okay, they're trying to go to Mars, and it's like that's great. Okay, what are you trying to accomplish by going to Mars and colonizing Mars? You were trying to
yeah,
generate a revenue stream on
yeah,
another planet.
that's pretty much it.
And that's why I have an issue with it. They're not doing it to try and sustain humanity. They're doing it to create a revenue stream. That's why I have a
Yeah.
problem with what Elon Musk is doing, and that's why I have a problem with SpaceX. That's why I have a problem with all of that. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not for the greater good. It's for the greater good of your pocketbook.
Yeah.
Speaking of the greater good,
Oh, what do we got?
I get that.
Oh.
I get the whole tower space communist things. They literally have an ability called "for the greater good."
The greater good.
The greater good.
The greater good.
Like everybody's
love
like,
it.
"Oh, tower space communists." They really are.
And I think we're okay with it,
Because they got some badass shit they can do.
Yeah. What do we have for time? We got like a little over an hour.
Yeah, we're like hour 10, hour 11. We could call
Should we
it.
just cut it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
I
Just
got-
remember, the global lottery is coming and you will participate. Actually, shit. If we make it where they have to participate, those who just resist will just kill instantly. And then we probably wouldn't even have to do the lottery. Because I'm sure there's enough dumb shits that would be like, oh, I don't have to do this. My freedoms.
That's the trick.
Yeah, that would probably work. Fuck, I can't believe it didn't leak. I'm gonna have to watch that Linus video. All right.
Oh, they just dropped a new one.
Yeah, now there we go. Looks like he's drilling into what is it? Some tubes for water cooling.
Man, they do some weird shit.
Leak shield.
Oh, so like,
Oh.
okay, that video that they built the super hyper compact water cooled PC,
Yes.
and they get it all put together, and they're waiting for it to post.
Yeah.
That was literally the nerdiest fucking thing I've ever seen. It was so beautiful because there's this suspense as they're just waiting, and like the like little bits of concern is like, that's a lot of air. I thought I bled the line. What's happening? And then it posts, and then just the sigh of relief throughout the entire room. The writers, the producers, the cameraman, the light.
Yep.
It's just the like release of tension when it posts. They're just like, oh, thank God. It was the
Oh, yeah.
funniest. I mean, it probably helped that I was baked when I watched that. But still.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. That will always be a nerve-wracking part of any PC build.
Well, especially
is
like,
the first boot.
And like, especially on a build like that, the stakes were
Yeah.
so high. Because if it didn't boot, they would have had to pull all of that apart.
Which, oh
Yeah.
God.
The fact that they put it together in the first place is nerve-wracking enough. But yeah, so I think we're
good.
I think we're good.
good.
I think we got
Yeah,
all we
sorry
could get.
this-
So like, yeah, it's not
You
a
know.
lot this time, but
Oh, it's a very boring episode, I assure you. In fact, I should have let off with that it was going to be a not
that'll
fun-filled,
just be the title of this episode. This is a boring.
adrenaline-fueled rush hour, Fast 9 going into space. Because why the fuck not? Movie. I need to try to. I don't even want to download that, to be honest. But did you see all the family memes on Reddit when Fast 9 came out, or Furious 9 came out?
Have you heard the
Yeah.
fucking theories about that?
Oh Christ, there's fucking theories behind it now.
So, okay, you know how they just kind of like showed up?
Yeah.
It's a marketing ploy. They were created by the movie studio.
Oh, there's all the memes they're saying are just
Yeah.
created by the studio. Oh shit.
Or like the memes, the idea. So basically, and I ran into a TikToker who does this sort of thing,
Yeah.
talking specifically about that meme.
Okay.
And the general consensus was, and like this is just a thing that like production companies do, that marketing teams do. Like there are entire marketing companies that do this. They get
God.
hired, they either pick an established meme format or create their own.
Yeah. Create their own. Okay.
And then they have their trusted users on sites like
Distributors.
Imgur and Reddit and just
Yeah.
throughout the internet. And then they have a few other believable sock puppet accounts
Oh Christ.
that they go through and they just distribute these memes.
So here's the thing. The memes I felt were of very vast and great quality that just bombarded most of the subreddits that I look at every day, or the popular ones, I should say. With that said, it sure as fuck didn't make me want to watch the movie, but I definitely laughed more at the movie. So, yeah. I mean, if that's what they're...
And for me, it was the sort of thing that, like, that Activision did with the Game Grumps. Is like, oh, it's... I mean, it's not that specific thing, but it's just like, okay, you did this super annoying thing. I'm less inclined to consume your product now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's like when I tell my phone, you know, if you advertise to me, I will not buy your specific product. And actually, that's, you know, what's funny is I really don't get advertisements on my phone anymore since I started saying that all the time. So I wonder if that's Google actually listening to me. That would be neat.
I never interact with advertisement. Like, every advertisement I see, I say,
Yeah.
This is not relevant to my interests.
Yeah, I just don't click on them. Yeah. But either way, good memes. I laughed at a lot of them because the whole family thing is just Jesus fucking Christ, man. They really went hard on the whole family thing.
See, and I just thought it was super cringy and annoying, which most of the rest of the internet felt too.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot more funny, like the meta now is jabbing at those memes and talking about how stupid those memes were.
There was a couple that I genuinely laughed at, but I felt like most of them were definitely shoehorned. After talking with Jeff Array, who saw the movie, he was just like, all he could do as soon as I asked him how it was he just broke down laughing, and it was just like, it's so bad, it's just so bad. But it's one of those things where it's like a train wreck, and you cannot turn away.
Like, it's not even one of those so bad it's good movies. Like, they're here's how it starts, and I'm sure you do not care if I ruin plot for you. I don't care,
but
I haven't seen a single one of these movies, and I have no intention of ever watching them.
So how it starts is like essentially through the movies, Dom and the team get acquainted with this guy called like Mr. Nobody or something like that. And who's played by, and basically he's like,
real quick, speaking of Mr. Nobody, great.
Yeah. Accurate. And so this guy is basically like, he's created his own agency, like that operates above like the CIA, the FBI, all that shit. Think almost like Mission Impossible, right?
Yeah.
Like that type of thing. Well, this dude gets fucking kidnapped. And the last thing he does is he sends a distress signal. And where does it go? It goes to Dominic Toretto. And then they got to go find him and rescue him.
Hasn't he, like, not been in the movies for, like,
No, he's been in them. He's been in all of them. Oh, yeah. So their mission, their goal is to find this guy, right? Well, during the movie, they get sidetracked. They never fucking find him. They never finish that plot.
They just dropped the plot line?
They just completely dropped the plot line. The entire structure of the movie is based on we got to find this guy, and they never fucking find him or look for him.
What the fuck?
That's just so amazing.
Like the way everybody has like presented these movies to me is like, oh, they're just dumb fun.
No, it's not. They're at a point now where it's not even dumb fun. They just
that doesn't even apply to this one.
No, I guess not. Whatever cocaine rage fueled bender the writers went on, there's so many like plot lines and shit that are just like whatever. They don't care.
Wow.
I mean, we've got guys who, they're illegal drifters, but they send a fucking Fiero into space. Like, what the fuck is going on? And yeah, it's totally. Like I said, the plot is we have to find this guy. They never actually find him, and they completely stop searching for him. Like, so they never actually.
Okay, like what did they do instead? They just do other stuff.
Yeah, they had to stop some sort of program from hacking the world or some shit. I can't remember. So yeah, it was. Yep, it's Yep, welcome to Fast and Furious.
Okay. So you know what my example of the perfect dumb fun movies are?
Yeah.
The Expendables.
Great movies.
Those are
not the third one. The third one was awful.
The third one is bad, but the first two are the
fantastic.
Perfect examples of just dumb fun.
Testosterone fueled fun.
Just stupid plot line. No actual reason for doing anything, but who cares?
And the thing is at least the plot makes sense. They're all mercenaries.
Yeah.
That get hired to do crazy fucking jobs. That's all I need. And they blow shit up and they shoot people. Okay, I'm on board.
Watching Terry Crews walking down a hallway screaming while firing an automatic shotgun. That's it for me.
I'm fine. That's fine.
That's it for me. I'm probably gonna watch those movies this weekend now.
Because not only does that shotgun exist, and you can fire mini grenades from it. I mean, it all takes place in the realm of any kind of fucking reality.
Wasn't he shooting depleted uranium slugs or something out of those?
Yes, which exists for that shotgun. I mean, it might be fucking crazy, but at least it's based in reality.
Perfect. It's just it's exactly like those movies are exactly what they needed to be. I went into those movies expecting a dumb, schlocky action movie, and that's exactly what I got. And like
it's like watching Pacific Rim.
Exactly, and that's a lot of the
why did you
with certain movie snobs is like there are people who are like, well, it's not actually a good movie. I didn't go into it expecting a good movie. I went into it expecting robots fighting giant fucking monsters.
And that's what I got, and I was so happy.
And I was like, and it's the same thing for me in like Godzilla. I expected giant monster fight. I got giant monster fight.
Yeah.
I still need to watch Godzilla vs. Kong.
And again, monsters fighting monsters.
Monsters fighting monsters. And then don't they bring in like fucking Mecha Godzilla at the end?
Oh yeah, dude. It's a great fight.
Good shit. Okay.
Oh yeah. No, it's good stuff.
Because I watched King of Monsters on the flight back on my last flight back from Georgia. Because that was just one of the free in-flight movies. I was like, okay, just boop.
Yeah.
I got 3 hours locked on a plane. I might as well
enjoy it. Yeah.
That was totally worthwhile.
Yeah. I think the rumor is they're filming Expendables 4, which if they're smart, first of all, don't make it PG-13 like they did for the third one.
Shit R. Fucking
it needs to be R-rated so you can have as much violence as possible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the third the third one wasn't necessarily bad.
It was bad. You know what they did? They tried to they tried to shoehorn a story in there.
Yeah.
And that didn't need to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a classic mistake where you've got dumb action movie that people love, and they're like, you know what? Let's put a little story in here, and they're like, no, it doesn't need it. I watch it for the violence. That is it.
Sweaty dudes blowing shit up.
That's all I need.
That's all I want from those movies.
Yeah, I mean that movie was literally like there should have been a Surgeon General warning that if you're a woman, you shouldn't watch it because you might be pregnant
I went.
by the time it's done.
I went and watched it with a bunch of guy friends when it came out. Like when that movie came out, we're like, bro, and like
Let's
me
go.
and like 6 other dudes went and watched this, and we came out of it and we're all standing in a circle talking about it. I was like, okay, let's just have the understanding here is like we have a permanent, indefinite, in perpetuity, no homo from now on.
Yeah. It's a fantastic movie. It's I mean, yeah.
It's just like we just watched dudes blow shit up for 2 hours. Of course.
Yeah.
Like
Great movie. Fantastic movie. I'm
It
probably
was-
gonna watch them today. So
it was and it was just that. It was exactly what it needed to be.
yeah.
No more.
If anything, I might have to put the first 2 movies on my top 10 list now that I'm thinking about it. For just mindless action movie, you know. So yeah, that's a great movie. Now I really want to watch those movies. So now we have to end
I still need
because I need to go watch this.
I still need to fully narrow down my list. I'm stuck on 13.
I still do too, but that's fine.
I might just stick with 13. I don't care.
My top
'Cause
13 movies.
Because the 13 I have are so good, it's
Yeah.
hard to really like actually narrow it down from there.
Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. I mean, it's hard to make that list, you
It
know.
is.
It was hard for the video game list too.
We've been
We
working
did
on
that.
the movie list a lot longer than we were working on the video game list. Fuck.
That is accurate. I don't know. I mean, for me, it's going to be one of those. I watched this as a kid, and it holds a place in my heart. You know, probably for a majority of them, realistically. I mean, some of them, which I think we can agree that the Lord of the Rings trilogy is on there for both of us.
Yeah.
You know, that is, while that is a very at-home heart movie, it was also just massive undertaking movie that, I mean, it still delivers to this day. I mean, come on.
I have to recognize it as the like it did influence my childhood a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, there
Same.
was okay. There was a point where I was seriously considering like saving up for Aragorn's ranger sword.
I think you should still buy it today.
Like
Or do you have one
like,
already?
I never bought it.
How much is his sword?
It was like $150 at Excalibur, but you know, for 12-year-old me,
Oh yeah.
you know, the sword store at the mall. But they had it in the scabbard. It had like a little like other like small knife sheathed onto it. Like it was legit.
The Sword of Strider. I think I might. No, I think I'm gonna get you this for Christmas.
God damn it! It was either that or Legolas's little dual blades that he's got.
Do they sell these?
They had fucking all of them. They had Glamdrang. They had Legolas's
Dude.
knives. They had Gimli's
This-
axe.
This fucking website has everything, or this store has everything.
They had a Sildur. Fuck. What's the Sildur sword? No. Fuck. What's the name of it? It's gonna piss me off. I vaguely mentioned watching Lord of the Rings to Julianne, and she's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like,
What?
"Yeah,
What did she mean? Are you serious? Why would
course
you
I'm-
even say? Are you serious?
Of course, I'm fucking serious. Because I
What
sent
kind
her,
of-
I sent her a TikTok. And
kind
it's
of
like, oh, people are
response-
talking about, oh, you want to watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy? It's gonna take 11 hours. No, it's gonna take 16 because we watching the special features, bitch.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. This might be a fun.
Narsil, that's the sword. It's my buddy actually has Narsil in his shop.
Yeah.
Where we'll be recording. he has Narsil just hanging on the wall.
Nice. Dude, this fucking shop has everything that you can imagine. And actual survival stuff, which is neat. But
okay, now, okay, we're at
yeah, now I'm looking at swords. This is bad. I'm like thinking about buying things for myself, which is not a good thing.
Okay.
Like there's katanas here, and I'm like, ooh, I could be
Fucking weeb.
I could be one with the blade. God. Martial arts sword. I don't. Okay, yeah. All right, this is getting dangerous. I'm gonna close this window.
Okay. Well.
All right.
It's been.
Well, you know what? It was boring in the first half, but the last 15 minutes were great. So check out the last 15 minutes. We've magically caught like a
end.
Yeah,
You'll
watch
never
till the
believe
end.
it.
You'll never believe what we talk about.
Okay. Thank you all for watching this
or listening to this or whatever. I think we touched on some good topics today, you know. Talked about stuff and things and
things and
all
stuff.
around things and stuff with a wide range of emotions and
I believe
we're just really glad you could be here. The show, you know, and we did everything for you guys. And Google is just not the same. Research engine is just amazing.
This is painful.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.